is going on, everybody? Whoa, that is turned up really loud. Okay, sorry. I couldn't even hear myself speak. I was speaking so loud. Okay. So, what is going on, everybody? I hope everybody had a great weekend. Everybody mixed up some great liquids. I have a really special treat for you guys today. I want to release another recipe on live stream. I told you guys I was going to be working on this type of recipe. I went through quite a few variations, from a while back, but I kind of just wanted to nail down a really good one since everybody has one of these types of vapes, but I wanted to make like a really good all day one that people would rave about. So this one definitely fits that mold. Also, I wanted to talk about little stuff to do with the community and how I feel like kind of like to better help people learn how to mix and to help better the community in terms of getting the average mixer more spotlight time and stuff like that, like to get noticed. I have a couple ideas in that sense, but first, before I get into that, let me just say hello to everybody. So, hey, what's going on, James Rivera, Tammy Olson, Train Sonic, Tim, Jordan Lavin, what's going on, man? Josh Rhodes, what's up? Wow, I am still so loud right now. Let's see if this is better. Okay. Yeah, my microphone has this like control thing on it where like the volume, you can turn up the volume, but it won't turn up the sound as in the microphone level. But like it was so loud when I first started, like it felt like I was yelling at myself. It was crazy. Alright, so back to the important part. Oh, there's Dad. How's it going, man? Yeah, so also another subscriber contacted me and he sent me over a sample and he wants me to clone a recipe. So in case any of you guys want to do that, I know some of you are, been here for a while, so you're not too new, but a lot of new mixers constantly contact me and they're like, oh, hey, can you clone this? Can you clone that? And I'm like, sure, I'd love to clone it, but you'll have to provide a sample. And the only reason I say that is because, if I literally, if you saw my inbox, if I was to make a sample and I make a clone for everybody who ever asked me to, I'd be broke. So if you guys want me to try to clone something for you, send me a sample and I will work on it. As long as I'm not overloaded, but just get in contact with me if you want to know about that. Alright, so let's see who else is in here. How many people we got in the room? 15. 15 people. Woohoo. Okay, so first off, let me ask you guys something. How do you guys feel about me starting to do some like coil builds on my channel? I know I like spoke about it last week and a little bit before how I want to start getting into making some coils and having a better variety on my channel. I was also thinking about, as I said before, I was thinking about starting a website and putting more content on it, like such as recipes, maybe have a blog on there or just like articles with more information about DIY. And then I was also considering maybe getting into one-shots, maybe like starting to sell concentrates or something, and possibly coils as well. Just so I could use that to put more into the channel, like get better cameras and stuff by selling coils and concentrates. But let me know what you guys think about that. I thought it was a good idea selling some vape stuff that's not too vapey, like coils or like metal. So I don't think that'd be too big of a deal to sell coils, and one shots are just food flavoring, so I figured I could do that as well. But let me know what you think about that. C4 Endgame says, like Twisted and Clapton coils. Yes, exactly. Definitely. I can definitely make those. Some of the more intricate builds, I might not be able to do, like such as, what are they called? Juggernaut coils or staple staggered fused Claptons and stuff like that. I might need to learn how to do before I make a video on, but like just the basic stuff that gets you a great vape. Like obviously I know how to do basic builds like round wire builds, but I also can do Clapton builds. I can do like different kind of twisted builds. Like I do have a wide array of knowledge on like certain amount of coils, but I never got into like the really extensive ones because I never really had the patience for them. because a lot of them involves you winding, claptoning one wire and then unclaptoning it, and then staggering them, and So I never really got into that, but I do know how to do some stuff, and then I'll like learn as I go on. Um, Maybe that would be interesting too. You could like watch somebody learn how to make the more intricate builds, and you could see me mess up a couple of times, so you can learn with me or something. Like an alien coil. I've never done an alien coil. Like, I know the concept how to make an alien coil, but I've never actually like attempted it yet. Uh, Basically, I always use Claptons or like twisted wire because that's honestly one of my preferred coils to use, anyways. Alien coils, they always usually ohm out really low for me, and the only thing I can use them is on unregulated mods. So I never really got too much into aliens. I usually use the more practical ones. I mean, there's nothing wrong with alien. I just didn't have really use for it. Like, I think I have aliens in one of my RDAs right now. I have dual aliens, so I could put it on my unregulated mod, but it ohms out to like 0.08. These freaking juggernauts, man. They always like spit back at you. Alright, let's see what's going on. You talked to Chris yet? Big Cleric X. No, I did see his video today. I think it was today. Yeah, I saw his video and I saw that he wanted to get a reach of me. So I think as long as he's free, I think we can work on doing a Wednesday video. That shouldn't be a problem. So that'll be some fun. Coil building is definitely beneficial. I agree. I agree. Definitely knowing how to make a good coil to get some good vapors is definitely important. Like, that's what I want to do on the channel. I want to have like everything that you need to like be a vapor. I mean, like, it doesn't have to just be mixing, although that's the let's say that's the major of this channel, and then I'm gonna have minors and like maybe a couple reviews. Maybe when I feel like I want to get something, maybe like if I get the Hadley, I'll review it because it'll be something that I'll need for the channel, or certain like tanks or anything that I get because I need it, or like because someone throws it at me, I'll review it, or like uh I don't know necessarily about juices, unless there's like some kind of really hype juice that I want to clone or whatever. I might do that, and then oils for sure. And there was something else, mods, probably mods. I do want to get a DNA mod. I haven't had a DNA mod yet, and it really interests me. And like, I've had a lot of these China mods, and they always end up getting beaten up and all this stuff. And I keep hearing that like if you get like these, you know, higher end mods, they actually last longer. So you're kind of getting what you pay for. So I think in the future I'm gonna invest in one of those when I save up some money. Get like a decent, like, maybe a DNA. Um, why isn't this scrolling? Oh, there we go. Scrolling the wrong way. Yeah, I got like some really tasty recipes I'm about to release. I don't want to release them all at once, but a couple of them I've had from before, and then this one I kind of just went through my like last variation of it, and I kind of just wanted to let it go. Now, let's see. Uh, Cameron Basson says, I found you from looking for DIY vape juices. I noticed you used to do Vape Wild reviews. What is the story with Vape Wild? I'd like to get in contact with you and share some recipes. Um, I don't know what I want to say about that. Vape Wild. This is what I'll say. Vape Wild is all about Vape Wild. Vape Wild got into the DIY business, and the DIY community started resources for the DIY community, like Facebook group or a community discussing DIY. The second you discuss DIY anything except for Vape Wild products, they don't allow it, and they get really nasty. And then there's some issues with their flavorings, but I don't know. I've said it in a couple other videos before. I don't really want to keep rehashing that. and I don't know. I don't want to put any negative energy. All I'm saying is, if you're thinking about getting vape wild, just continue to look at other places and just do some research. I don't want to like totally slam them, but there are a lot of great deals out there. I'll just say that. Oh, Granny Vapes is in here. What's up, Granny? How you doing? Fuse Claptons. Yeah, I love Fuse Claptons. This is my blueberry donut recipe. Another freaking great one. Another great one. All right, so let me first talk about my first topic, I guess. Um, I don't know how to put this lightly, and wow, there's 28 people, so almost 30 people watching. So I don't know who's watching, but there is something in the DIY community that I wanted to discuss, and that is, and I have like a challenge, like an initiative that I think would work if we got a lot of people to share this idea, like share on your social media platforms, and let me just tell you the idea, and maybe you'll get an idea. There's a problem in the DIY community, and it seems like there's a lot of like some mixers want to mix just to make liquid, okay? They have no ambitions, they just want to save money, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like there are plenty of people who just want to save the money. Like I want to save the money too. But then there's another form of mixer who does it for the art. They do it for uh they put a lot of hard work into something, and they have a lot of pride in the liquids they make, and they want to show it off, and that's great, and that's what like a lot of us want to do. A lot of us people who are like you know hardcore vape enthusiasts, and then get into the DIY area. You get your flavorings, you develop all these recipes, you take time, you go through variations, and then you put it on ELR. That's like the people who like want people to see their recipes and get recognition. Like when I put out a recipe or you put out a recipe. And what I've noticed in the vape community, and a lot of others have noticed this, and they keep pointing back to it, and I want to say this in a way where it's not slamming on anybody, but I feel there's a better way. I feel like more mixers should, in the ideal world, there are so many mixers out there who should get recognized for all the great mixes that they have for their recipes. And like you'll get ELR, okay? You got like a handful of mixers like Wayne Walker, Chris Copel, Jennifer Jarvis, and like just like a certain group of mixers will get all these attention for all these recipes. And there's nothing wrong with that. They are great mixers. So let me say, I'm not saying that they're bad mixers, but it seems, and this is the word that goes around a lot, it seems like a circle jerk of mixers, okay? So you get a lot of people who will go to their mixes and yet won't check out anybody else's. When you have a system on ELR that goes by a star system that is flawed based on whoever has a bigger like fan base or group base or website base or YouTube base or anything like that, then they have a following. Say they release a recipe, they put hype around it, and then like to follow the bandwagon, they'll be like, oh yeah, hey, try this recipe. And since they have that following, people will try the recipe, people will rate it. Then you have this other mixer, the guy in the dark, this hidden mixer that's a great mixer. Heck, he could even be a chemist. And he has this perfect recipe, and you would never know because people don't take the time to check out those recipes, to like mix up a recipe of somebody who doesn't have any ratings, but there might be there. So a lot of this is like speculation in the terms of like, I'm not perfect either. I don't know exactly how many mixers are out there. I don't know how many great mixers are out there that do taste great and that are hidden, but I know they're there. Because all I know is I can't think that I'm a great mixer, Wayne Walker's a great mixer, and all these other people are great mixers, and we're the only great mixers. There's no way that's true. There's a lot of people out there who are just waiting to get noticed, if you know what I mean. I know I'm not really saying this in like the perfect way because I'm kind of lost for words and trying to say this in a way where it's not sounding really mean. But my what I propose to do is I propose, and listen to this. ELR has this function, and I think a couple other sites have this function where they have your what do you call it? Your flavor book or your can't think of the name. It's flavor your flavor stash. There you go. So it has this flavor stash, okay, and you can put all your flavors in it and find recipes that have to do with your flavor, or you can find recipes that you have flavors for. Excuse me. So what I propose is that if people were to like go into ELR like once a week, because you gotta figure when you're developing your own recipes, you're gonna waste maybe 10 mils here and there. So it's not really gonna kill any mixer to make up a 10 mil batch of a recipe that has no reviews, no nothing, and try out. So what I was proposing as like an initiative to the DIY community is what if every mixer were to mix up a recipe that has no ratings, no comments, no nothing, at least once a week. Once a week is not going to hurt anybody. Just once a week, a 10 mil batch. Mix up an unknown recipe, even if you're the best mixer in the world, even if you're freaking Wayne Walker, okay? Mix up 10 mils a day. You mix up that 10 mils a day of this random recipe, and then after you mix it up, say you try it right away, right off the bat, shake and bake, you write something. Then just put a little note on it, and then be like, hey, try me in a week or something. And then vape it again. And I know ideally not everybody's going to do this. And ideally, not everybody's going to remember. But what if we got more people and more ratings and have that rating system actually mean something because more people have an initiative to try these recipes? Then who knows? We might find these hidden gems. More people might come to light. And shoot, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my own advice. I'm going to do exactly that. And when I find recipes, I'm going to have a segment on my videos where I mention these recipes. Because I think there is a big disconnect and a big circle jerk. Excuse me for saying, but it's true. That there are plenty of mixers out there who need to get brought to light. That's how I feel towards it. Now I'm going to scroll down in the chat and see what you guys are saying. Because I noticed it scrolled a little bit and I haven't been looking. But, like, this has just been something that has been getting to a few people, and it's kind of getting to me too, because you notice it's the same people. Let's see. Not too bad. Finally broke 100 subscribers. Congrats, Granny Vapes, hitting 100 subscribers. There you go. C4N Game has been trying to clone Mad Game. Let's see if there's anything to do with that. Hey, Zesty Vapes, what's going on, buddy? Plus Vape DNA mods quite cheap, John. Worth trying out. Alright, thank you. Thank you, I will try them out. John Phenom, what's going on, man? Quietly, call me Tut. What's going on, brother? Simon. Yeah. Alright, John Phenom, about the subject, says, it's hard to mix every mixer's recipes. There are hundreds of thousands of recipes out there. Yes, I agree. And, like, when I'm saying this, there are a lot of problems with other people mixing other people's recipes. Whether it be they don't have a lot of flavors or this and that. And that's why I suggested, like, using the flavor stash. But I'm not saying mix everybody's recipe, but, like, say you're making a recipe, right? And you're making a recipe from scratch and you're trying to perfect it. You must, I know I do. I mean, I can speak for myself. I can't really speak for any of you, but I know when I'm making some recipes, sometimes I'll go through quite a few different variations and waste 10 mils here, 10 mils there. And what I'm proposing is like once a week, or maybe even once every 2 weeks. All I'm saying is it doesn't even have to be every week. What I'm saying is, but like an initiative where people are actually regularly not only trying people's recipes, but the most important part, as well as trying them and making an effort to try them, is to rate them. Because if you're posting recipes, let's just say it this way, if you're posting recipes, do you not expect someone to see your recipe, and do you not expect somebody to rate your recipe, or at least like comment on it? Like, otherwise, what's the point in posting it, right? Like, otherwise, we're just throwing things into the air, just like hoping something happens. Like, you post them for a reason. You post them for some sort of recognition or a pat on the back or whatever it is. So, like, if we made an initiative as a community to be like, okay, hey, we're all mixers. We're here for the community. We post recipes. So since we post recipes expecting people to recognize our recipe, the least we can do is once a while, maybe once a week, make a 10 mil of just this unknown recipe and see how it is. And then put some constructible criticism to it. Now, this is the best part that I forgot to push upon and about this. And that is, the thing is when you're trying these other people's recipes, you're going to get some benefits there as a mixer, if you're a great mixer or you're not a great mixer. Because one, you're going to learn how either the flavors work or how they don't work. Or it might spark some ideas because, hey, you never knew that flavors might be able to work this way. Something might be so crazy that you never thought of it, and it actually works. Or vice versa. But either way, a lesson learned. There's some ratings, there's some feedback. You gave him feedback, and then maybe you never know. It might be the next guy who does the same exact thing, take that weekly initiatives and tries your recipe and rates your recipe and maybe throws out a good criticism there that might help you learn something. I know it's not the perfect world, and I know there's a lot of like issues with it. I don't know. I just feel like as a community we could grow bigger and better by, helping each other out. Like, I want to take the platform I have and what I have right now and try to highlight other mixers for the sake of community. I just want to do the best I can do in that way, and this was one of my ideas. All right, let's see. STU says, if you like the sound of a recipe, I'll try it no matter whose recipe it is. All right, there you go. See? But see, you say you'll try the recipe. Are you rating the recipe? Are you giving feedback? In the form of written, like, how ELR has comments and all that other stuff, or all the flavors has comments. A lot of people, and I'm not saying any of you, because obviously I don't know, but a lot of people will try recipes and then either forget about it or whatever and won't go back and leave feedback. I mean, I feel if we use the platforms and their resources to the best of our abilities, it'll help us out as mixers, and it will help out community and other mixers as well. That's how I feel towards it. Let's see. I'm off to 5:30 a.m. Sorry, catch up tomorrow. Much love. All right, see you later, Paul. Thanks for stopping by. Vaping 101 says, there's also great mixers that don't even care to get noticed. Yeah, well, I'm not saying this like a popularity contest. I'm just saying this like people if people didn't want their recipe noticed, why would they post it? Why wouldn't they just keep it private? Like, when people put a public recipe up in some way or form, whether they say it or not, they want that recipe to get seen and noticed. Otherwise, there's no point in posting it. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, a lot of people aren't looking for fame and stuff like that, and I get that, and there's nothing wrong with that, but if someone posted a public recipe, I mean, they at least want to be like, hey, someone saw my recipe, someone tried it maybe, or maybe they didn't, but like, why would you post a public recipe if you didn't want people to see it or try it, or get some kind of benefit from it? Otherwise, you're just posting nonsense, really. Getting ready to live stream on the Vapor Chronicles. Oh, Zesty Vapes. Oh, I didn't know that. What time is the Vapor Chronicles streaming at? Oh, yeah. 8. I forgot about that. Alright. What time? Let's see. Anything else good? Philly B says, JFM, I think we can support the method of looking for the hidden mixes, share the threads form, find the threads are key. Okay. All right. Well, I think you guys pretty much get the point about the whole, community, just giving people feedback and just, I don't know. I think it would be cool if we could get the community to come together in a forum that would actually benefit us mixers. That costs nobody nothing and it only just helps people. And that initiative would be randomly trying somebody's recipe, somebody who's not like top rating list, somebody who's hidden and like hidden gems. Okay, you're digging for gold. Okay, dig for gold in the recipe mine. Try to find some good recipes, rate them, try to remember to rate them, and just try to make a habit of it. I mean, I'm sure people will learn from it, and I guess that's all I can say about that. Because I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I think that would be a cool initiative for the community to do. Let's see. Anybody know of a good pistachio ice cream? I have not made a pistachio ice cream. The JFM, bro, what happened to your flavor notes? And please tell me the best flavors you tried. Wait. What happened to your flavor notes? And please tell me the best flavor of flavors you tried. Strength, why, taste. Dave Cleric, the flavor notes are still coming. They just got kind of pushed back. I do have a video I'm going to release a little bit later after this live stream. It's kind of a flavor note, kind of a review, kind of both. It's kind of both mixed up in one, but I am going to get back into the flavor notes. I've just been having some stuff go on, but they are in the wind. They are being made. Some of them are already made and just got to be uploaded. And some great flavors are definitely apple filling, apple pie, or apple filling. What am I saying? Apple filling by Flavorora is a great flavor. Vanilla pudding, eggnog, strawberry filling, strawberry pop. There's a lot of them. I'm gonna be doing some Flavorora flavor videos coming up, so don't worry about that. Sounds great. Glad to be a part of your show, and this is awesome, babe. Pam. Oh, there's so much stuff to read. Okay. Omnitot says, I have no problem mixing recipes just to try them and rate them as long as I have the ingredients or has things I can sell with them. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to look at it as like a chore or anything. And I'm not trying to be like, do this, this is the only way. I'm not that type of person. I'm just trying to spawn some ideas that would help the community. Like, I want to see people in their recipes and hidden gems that are potentially there that nobody knows about, and like have them come to the spotlight and just like there has to be some like really great mixers out there that just either don't care or just like I don't know. I have a feeling it's like digging for gold. Let's see. Okay, so let's get off that topic. You guys pretty much get the idea. I mean, I don't want to keep rambling on about it. So, I have a great recipe to release right now for you. Wait, what? STU, I guess, is leaving for the other DIY channel. I totally forgot about that. I don't want them to think I'm doing this to step on their toes. I totally forgot about the other. Do you guys think I should stop my live stream because of the other DIY show, or do you think I should keep going? Let me know in the comments now. I know some of you guys watch the other show. Do you guys think I should stop my live stream and just do a regular video for the recipe, or do you think I should do the recipe now? No. Keep going. Keep going. Dave Clark says, JFM Development. Awesome, brothers. I look forward to the notes big time. I want to start buying the 4-ounce bottles. Yeah, me too, man. 4-ounce bottles of Flavor. That's crazy. All right, everybody says keep going, man. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. All right, so I have the recipe of a lifetime, but give me a second. I need to take a vape. Hell no, we won't go. All right. Well, once I tell you what this is, what recipe this is, I don't know if you guys are gonna want to stay, but I'm gonna gander to think you will, because if you're anything like me, you love these kind of vapes no matter what, and you're looking for the next best version of this type of vape. And that is what I have for you today. I have a very awesome, if not the best, and I've said this before, but maybe it's because it's mine, but it is the best strawberry vape ever. And I know I've said that so many times before, but this time it rings true. This time I got a strawberry Nesquik type vape. Yes, I finally released a strawberry and cream strawberry Nesquik type vape. Me. Everybody else has their mother's milk, their unicorn milks, their strawberry and cream recipes. I never really did a serious one aimed at being a strawberry and cream recipe, but golly did I finally do one. Because everybody has one, I need to have one. I guess that's a good way of saying. Call me Tut's like, not another strawberry. Well, the next one I'm releasing right after this one, for any of you who like better than Strawtastic, yes. Better than Strawtastic. And as for a little bit better than Strawtastic. Strawtastic is awesome, but better than Strawtastic. And for you guys who are like either sick of strawberries or not into strawberries, you be patient. I have something that's already ready to be released. I just gotta make the video. I was gonna do this one in a live stream, and then I was gonna do this one in a separate video. And it's an awesome blueberry vape, okay? So stay tuned for that one. That one's gonna knock your socks off too. If you love you love blueberries and you love bakeries, you're gonna love this. Alright. Master of blueberry, damn it. I did, that's what I'm telling you. I got an awesome blueberry vape that I'm about to do too. I keep vaping the shit out of it. Seriously, between this new mix that I have, I've been vaping it for about a week, just kind of fine tuning it. I've been going through like a 30 mil in 2 days with everything else I'm doing too. So, cause like I vape a lot of different kind of recipes a day, but I've been vaping almost exclusively this strawberry one, and then this blueberry one. I made a huge batch of this blueberry one. The only thing with the blueberry one, though, is it's really good, but it's a little expensive to make. I'm just going to put it out there. But these ingredients are, like, among the best ingredients you can get for vaping, and honestly, without them, you just can't do it. You can't do it, man. I'm telling you, blueberry is a tough one. Blueberry, you have to have good quality ingredients, otherwise you get soapy, chemically nasty stuff. Oh, cool. Someone who vapes like I do. Yeah, Granny, I saw your video about that. Like how you like chain vape or whatever. I think you were with your boyfriend or your guy friend. Let's just put it that way. Your guy friend. And you're talking about it. I remember that I watched that video and I commented because I do watch other people's videos. And I saw that you chain vape and I'm like, yeah, me too. Alright, so let's see. Just before I'm about to get into the mix, so hold on, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything important. Tammy says at JFM development. I use the what can I make function all the time. I just mixed recipe the other day. I think that improved. Good. See, that's the thing too. As long as like people are every once in a while trying somebody else's, like, all right, put it this way, okay? And this is the best way I can put it. If you post recipes, let's just put it this way. If you don't post recipes and you just mix other people's recipes, fine. That's fine. You don't need to do anymore. I mean, some people just want to make other people's recipes or they want to DIY to save money. That's great. But if you post public recipes, just look at it this way. You're posting a recipe public for a reason. So if you're posting a recipe for public for a reason, kind of think of it like a moral obligation, or contributing to the community for that site allowing you to post for other people to see. Kind of look at that as, hey, well, they're allowing me to post my recipe so someone else can see it for me. So maybe I should see somebody else's recipe and post some feedback for them, because that's what I'm expecting. But kind of like treat how other people how you want to be treated. Because unless then, there's no reason to post public recipes. I mean, unless you're looking for public reaction, right? That's how I look at it. And again, take that with a grain of salt, but I just feel like it would help the community tenfold. Tenfold. But if you're doing that, that's all you need to do. Just like be like, hey, dude, awesome recipe. And just maybe say what you liked about it. Like, the blueberries in this was amazing. I never knew strawberry ripe and strawberry sweet would do that together. You know, stuff like that. Or if you notice something in the recipe that could be improved, and you're just like, hey, well, I'd made a recipe like this once, and this worked way better with this. You know what I mean? And not only are you helping other mixers in their DIY venture, but you also might learn something too along the way, being like, hey, I never knew apple pop could go with the cookie. That makes no sense, but you know what I mean. Alright, let's see. Yay, left alone. I'm not the no one. Turn strawberry. Wait, we're all gonna turn into strawberries. So many recipes with strawberry. I know. But strawberries are so good. Like, I have to say, out of most of the things in vaping, besides certain citrus flavors, strawberry just does so well. It carries so well into vapor. It really does. I mean, there are some flavors that do better than others, for sure. But strawberries is definitely one of them. Maybe to me, maybe because I love strawberries. But see, the thing too is, like, when I... Whoa, what did I click? Okay. When I was vaping store-bought juices, like, I honestly didn't like the store-bought strawberry until I started making my own. Like, I personally like DIY strawberry vapes better than I like store-bought strawberry vapes. And that might sound crazy to some people, but maybe it's because I know I can make it exactly how I want it. Because it's kind of like to the point now, like, if I even go to a vape shop and try like store-bought juice, like at the juice bar or something, none of them will really like be like shock me, like as in like good flavor. So I don't know. All right, so let's get to the mixing. So today I am mixing a recipe, and the recipe is called Ultimate Strawberry Silk. I know, Strawberry Silk. I think I called something else that once, but I called this one Ultimate Strawberry Silk because I was thinking of a silky strawberry Nesquik type flavor without calling it Nesquik, because probably everybody is like going after that name or whatever. So I just wanted to call it Ultimate Strawberry Silk. Alright, I gotta stop looking at the chat. It's distracting me. I gotta mix. Okay. So, I called it Ultimate Strawberry Silk. And the ingredients I used is... Gotta get this here. Actually, I'm gonna put it on the other camera and show you, because I actually put it so you could see it on the screen. Okay, so now I kind of have a camera over there and I have a downscale cam. Alright, so the recipe is right here. It's Bavarian cream, Jungle Flavors biscuit. If you haven't aware, they're almost exactly the same. I mean, I haven't done extensive testing, but they come across as like exactly the same in the mixes I've made so far. I haven't tested them single flavor side by side yet, but they kind of seem like pretty much the same. And then I use Cheesecake graham crust, dragon fruit, red touch strawberry, strawberry ripe, super sweet, sweet cream, sweet strawberry, vanilla bean gelato, vanilla bean ice cream, vanilla custard, and Vienna cream. Now let me tell you guys, it's a party in your mouth. It is. Alright, so let's mix this up. Right, get my gloves on. Always gotta be safe and wear them gloves. Yep, Ultimate Strawberry Silk. And after this live stream, I will put it on public, okay? But for now, you can see it on your screen if you do want to mix it up with me. You really can't sub Red Touch. I mean, you could try a different strawberry, but it's not going to be exactly this recipe. The strawberries do matter. The strawberries in this recipe were put in strategically to get a certain strawberry flavor. So just keep that in mind. So whatever you make from that, if you change the strawberries, it's not going to be the same flavor. Because Red Touch is definitely in a league of its own. Alright, so you can see the scale. Turn that on. 30 ml batch. Probably should make a bigger bottle, but right now I only have the little bottles of flavorings. Okay, so wait, JFM development. I gotta go, buddy. We'll watch later. Gonna hang with my son. Alright, Babe Cleric. See you later, buddy. Thanks for watching. Peace. Alright, so the first ingredient we're using is the Bavarian cream. Bavarian cream's at 1.5%. Again, definitely a necessary flavor right here. Get a big batch, you'll go through a lot of this. So this is in at 1.5% or 0.48 grams. I'm just glad I'm making another one of this. I've been vaping this so much. Running out. There we go. Bavarian cream's in. Next up is Jungle Flavors Biscuit. Now this one I will say you can substitute. I just used it because it was handy and I've been like testing Jungle Flavors Biscuit opposed to Inawera Biscuit. But to tell you the truth, Jungle Flavors Biscuit so far has been tasting like almost identical to Inawera Biscuit. So you could probably sub this one if you need to. But I would keep it at the same percentage, 0.5% or 0.15 grams. There we go. Yeah, the Jungle Flavor is one that I've tried so far. I got like a series of Jungle flavors, and they've been really good. I've really been enjoying them. Alright, next up is Cheesecake Graham Crust. What would a strawberry and cream be without this flavor? Alright. This one is in at 3% or 0.94 grams. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. 3%, 0.94 grams. Yeah, there we go. Make sure you guys keep an eye out as well, because after this live stream ends, I am going to release another video. It's on a flavor. It's a flavor review. I'm going to keep it a secret, so you guys look out for it, but I'm going to upload it after this live stream. Awesome flavor from an awesome company. You definitely want to check it out. Alright, next up is TFA Dragon Fruit. Again, this one helps carry the strawberries and makes them fuller. This one I used in at 1% or 0.3 grams. Oh, next up is Red Touch Strawberry from Flavor Art. Now this one is in a league of its own in strawberries. It's kind of like more of a real to life strawberry. And this one you can't really substitute because not a lot of companies do strawberries like this. Like that's one thing about strawberries that are pretty different throughout any company. So when you're changing strawberries and mixes, don't expect them to be exactly the same because they're very temperamental. That's why people like add strawberries in different percentages from different companies into one mix so they can make a strawberry how they like strawberry. So when you change it, it's going to be different. Alright, so this one is in Red Touch Strawberries in at 2.5% or 0.78 grams. You guys are mixing this up right now. Let me tell you guys, you're in for a treat. This stuff is so good. It really is so good. Now, a lot of these flavors you guys should have, but there aren't too many crazy flavors here. Besides the jungle flavored biscuit, I mean, they're all pretty much widely used flavors from one company or another. I mean, if you do change the companies, they will be a little bit different, but there are equivalent. All right, so next up is ripe strawberry from TFA, and that's in at 5%. So yes, 5% ripe strawberry, 1.56. There. All right. Followed by optional sweetener. I'm using sweetener today, of course, as always. Sweetener is always optional. I drawbacks of using sweetener, like messing up your coils, but for me, sweet juices are necessary demon. So I'm using super sweet in today at 0.5%. So 0.5% of super sweet from Capella, and that's in at 0.16 grams. Ready, super sweet. And next up, this should be sweet cream from TFA. And TFA sweet cream is in at 0.5% again, and also at 0.16 grams. Okay, there we go, sweet cream's in. Next up. Alright, here's one that not all of you might have, but it's not too crazy of a flavor, but it definitely helps this mix out a lot. I was trying to get that silky, like Nesquik type stuff, and that's why I use vanilla bean gelato in it. You only need a little bit of this stuff. This stuff is kind of a little bit eggy, a little bit creamy. You only need a little bit, and it kind of works with the ice cream I put in here. This is in at 0.5%. Where is it? Losing my space. All right, vanilla bean gelato. This is in at 0.5% or 0.15 grams. What happened to the tip of this bottle? I must have closed it too. I must have like Hulk strengthened it and like broke the tip. I changed that out. All right, next up is vanilla bean ice cream. Yep. All right, this is vanilla bean ice cream from Flavor West. It's a little bit less thick than TFA, I would say, but it is still very vanilla-y, very creamy, but it's a little bit less thick, like thick as in mouthfeel, in my opinion. That's why I used it here, because I want it to be like kind of like a strawberry Nesquik rather than like a strawberry ice cream. So I want to use this one where it's a little bit more creamy. But again, if you don't have it, you could substitute it, but it's not going to be exactly the same. So this is Vanilla Bean Ice Cream by Flavor West, and this is at 2% or 0.62 grams. So, Vanilla Bean Ice Cream's in. Next up is Vanilla Custard from TFA. Again, use TFA here. It's a little less custardy, a little bit more creamy. You can use vanilla custard from Cap if you have to, if you don't have TFA, but again, it's going to be a little bit thicker. So this one I use TFA, 1% or 0.31 grams. That cream. Ready. Next up, oh no, yeah, no. Oh, that's why that happened. Okay, skipped over sweet strawberry. That's gonna go in there. Okay, next up is Flavor Art Vienna Cream. This is in at 0.5%. You only need a little bit of this, and that's at 16 grams. And this one tastes You ever tried to test Vienna cream and you taste test it? It tastes nothing like it smells. Nothing. It tastes so good, but it smells a little bit funky. It's weird. It's a weird one. Alright, last up is Sweet Strawberry from Capella. And this is in at 2% or 0.6 grams. Ready. Next up is Nicotine. Today I'm making 3 milligram nicotine in a 30 milliliter batch. I am using 100 milligram nicotine suspended in PG. So you want to make sure you shake that well. Now, if this was the VG counterpart, so you have VG suspended nicotine, you want to shake it even more. That's so you don't get hot spots, because in this concentration, it is also considered a poison. So you want to make sure you at least wear gloves. Minimum, try not to get it on your skin, because that would not be good. And keep that away from children or pets. That's my speech. I pretty much got that down now. So if you guys watch my videos, I pretty much got that part down pretty well. Alright, so 3 milligrams in this batch calls for 0.93 grams. 0.93 grams of nicotine. Go. Nicotine's in. Today we're doing a max VG blend. Right, a max VG blend. I'm using Liquid Barn VG. So since we're doing max VG, this is gonna call for 28.94 grams. The reason my hands feel shaky today. And too much caffeine. Lay off them Red Bulls. Yeah. Best part in regular videos is you can speed this process up and it takes a live streams. You really can't. Use the mixer. I don't know how much higher. I like to leave a little room for mixing. Do it. Yeah, it's good enough. I need to leave some room for mixing. One thing I learned about using that NorPro mixer is you need a little bit of room because it does elevate the up a little bit. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to change cameras and mix it, and then I'll vape it and we'll talk about it. Because it is great as a shake and vape as well. Let me just change these cameras up right here. Here we go, right there. Alright, so I'm going to mix this bad boy up. What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh. Some people left while I was mixing. I guess they didn't like the mixing. Probably went on to the other show. It's all good. Yeah, this mixer is boss right here. Alright, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Does that mix look good to you? Does that look good? James Rivera, you the man. You the man. Yeah, if you guys don't have one of these mixers, it's totally key. Definitely helps things out so much. Totally be lost without this thing. Totally. Alright, so let's see what I mixed. Alright, I already read that. Alright, so Granny Vape says, I never use Super Sweet, so I don't have that. I don't have the gelato, so, shopping time. Alright, Granny, what I would say is, do you have TFA sweetener? If you have TFA sweetener, bump that 0.5 up to a 1%. And you should be able to use that. It should be fine. You might actually get some great results because that way you'll have maltol in the mix too, and maltol might help those strawberries out a little bit. So maybe that would be a good idea. So if you, instead of super sweet, if you have TFA sweetener, that's a good substitute. As for The vanilla bean gelato. I mean, what I would say is you could try to just leave it out until you get it, but again, it's not going to be exactly the same recipe. It'll still probably taste good, but it's a perfect temperamental balance. So, I mean, it won't be exactly the same, but if you want to get an idea of what it would be like, I mean, you could leave it out, or maybe use no, because even if you use Capella vanilla custard over the Flavor West, or sorry, TFA, no, you kind of need that vanilla bean gelato. There's not really a good substitute for that. Oh, hey, Bones, what's going on, man? What site you looking at for the recipes? This is a recipe I just made right here, Bones. I didn't look at this one. I made this one right meow. So he says super sweet tastes like a diet drink to me. I don't get the love for it. Oh, I like super sweet. I mean, it's not like some people would have certain flavors and certain sweeteners that just don't agree with them. Now, do you have the same problem with TFA sweetener, or is it just super sweet? That'd be good to know. Then again, it wouldn't be surprising because I think it's a little bit different, but basically all super sweet and TFA sweetener are sucralose, which is essentially Splenda. So if it tastes like a diet drink to you, it makes a lot of sense because that's exactly what they use in it. It better be blueberry. Let's see. At JFM, just finishing a steep strawberries and cream with pralines and cream. It's awesome so far. Awesome, man. Awesome. If let me know if you have an ELR page. Definitely check that out. Super sweet. Oh, so it is just super sweet. That's interesting. That is interesting. It must be whatever they put in it then, I guess. TFA sweetener doesn't do that. That's interesting. I think we're almost good here. Alright. Clean this off and then I'll vape on it and I'll let you know how it tastes off the bat. I mean, I've tried it before. I already know it tastes great, but I'll tell you what I'm tasting so you guys have an idea. It's like a strawberry, creamy goodness, almost like Nesquik. Alright, so more pour mixture is clean. Here we go. Alright. Let me clear off my other atom. Which one should I use? First world problem. Where'd it go? Thought I had it over. How does one lose a mod? Okay, that's not gonna work. Just vape this real quick and I'll do it. So, what is everybody else mixing? Anything good lately? What have you guys been working on? While I vape this Addy dry real quick. Love the channel. Keep up the great work, buddy. Thanks, Nikki. Thank you. I appreciate that. James Miller says, at JFM, I am at work sneaking in a few minutes of your stream. Don't get in trouble, buddy. Don't get fired. You need your money to buy flavors. Remember that. That's funny. Blueberries. Oh, man. You guys are going to love... Man, I knew you guys were such into blueberries. I heard you guys wanted the strawberry and cream one. That's why I brought that one out today. I would have brought out the other one, man. I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I want a good recipe for you guys tomorrow. But you guys are gonna fall in love with this recipe I put out tomorrow. I'm telling you, it is so good. It's so good. All right, so I'm gonna drip this right now. I'll let you know what I'm tasting. Here we go, drip, drip. Oh, this one's so good, guys. This one, I could have kept the recipe and sold it, I'm telling you. If I was to sell liquids, I'd be a rich man. Then again, you have that stupid thing called the FDA. The recipes will have to do. Let you know what you guys think of me selling one-shots, though. I really am seriously considering that, because that would be a good way to generate extra money to help new mixers have good recipes to vape. To sell one-shots, then I could get better cameras and, like, up my video production quality and, like, make seriously better content, because I would have more time to do it. Oh god, guys. Even off the bat, man. It tastes like a strawberry and cream, and it's like thick, but it's not too thick where it's like ice cream. It's just perfect. It's like a strawberry Nesquik. Like a strawberry milky Nesquicky thing. Mmm. Mmm. Guys, this one is probably going to be top charts right here, I'm telling you. It's excellent. Well, then again, there's so many strawberry and cream competition, probably nobody will see it. But this one is definitely a gem. Ginny says, I wish you would do the eggnog sugar cookie in one shot. Yeah, I might. Those ones are gonna be expensive one shots. See, that's what I don't know. Like, I gotta like look into it and look at how like the pricing would work, because some of them would use more expensive flavorings like Flavora. Maybe I could find out from Flavora about like wholesale or whatever and see how much. I'm pretty sure if you did stuff through Flavora wholesale, it would be cheaper and I could knock down the price, because you'd be buying it and buying the concentrates in bulk and stuff like that. So probably won't be a big problem. But I gotta figure out like the distribution and stuff like that. But yeah, that eggnog sugar cookie one, that's another great one. But again, that one's an expensive one, especially if you're doing the Flavora dominant one I put out. But the other one's really good too. So I mean, either way. But oh my god, that's another one of my favorite recipes right now. Mm. Mm. That's so good, guys. This is definitely a winner. I am proud to put my name onto this recipe right here. Every other mixer, DIY Vapor, DIY or Die, Steam Room, everybody has a strawberry and cream vape. Well, now JFM Development has one too, and it's called Ultimate Strawberry Silk. So definitely tell people about this bad boy. I'm going to let this bad boy steep out, because even when it steeps out, it gets even better. It gets all like golden and oh, it's so good. It's so good. Was that a 30 mil? Yes, that was a 30 mil bottle. See? 30 mil. A 10 mil bottle looks something like this. 10 mil, 10 mil, 30 mil. Sometimes cameras can make things look different sizes. See, Ashley says, I only use 2 flavor flavors because of the price. Well, Ashley, about that, a lot of people, including myself, like, when I first started using flavor flavors, I said this exact same thing, because I'm honest with you guys no matter what. Like, I tell you exactly how I feel, even when I was talking about real flavors. Like, and real flavors sent me flavors, okay? And I told you exactly my reservations, my problems, and like the drawbacks and stuff like that. Like, I will always bring my honest opinion to this channel, because the community is more important to me than one single company, okay? We have to look out for each other, because the consumer is what gets big companies to change things for the better, okay? Because if they don't have people buying stuff, they have no business. Okay, so that's how you create good change in community. So when it comes to Flavora, even I said when I first started out, I was like, Flavora seems really expensive. I had reservations about even starting to get Flavora because they are expensive, and how can I justify a 15 mil being like $5, 5.50 per 15 mil when I could get like over a 30 mil for that or whatever. But then I started using them, and not only did I figure out that the flavors are more complex, like they're not like TFA or Capella. They're almost like a full flavor profile in themselves. They're like you can taste when you taste them, and you taste them compared to like a Capella or TFA flavor. You can taste that they're more premium. They actually taste closer to real life. They taste like there's more going on in them. And not only that, they are so much stronger. So when you think you're getting a 15 mil, you're potentially getting a not even a 30 mil. You'd probably be getting, I don't even have a, yes I do. When you're getting a 15 mil of Flavora, just say of one of their less strong ones, you're getting a 60 mil. Okay, an equivalence to how much. So it's really not that expensive. And then when you look at flavors like Alpine Strawberry, like this one, although Alpine Strawberry is one of their most expensive flavors, so but just say Alpine Strawberry because it's a one of the most concentrated flavors. I mean, they have a couple others that aren't as expensive, but this one's an example. But Alpine Strawberry is more like something like this, or maybe even bigger. You use Alpine Strawberry in drops, like literally drops, like 1 or 2 drops. I've used this stuff, and wow, 1 or 2 drops. Depending on your mix, depending on what you're mixing, of course, that might change a little bit. But just to give you a visual aid, like the size is really like misleading when it comes to the potency and how much you're really getting for your money. So yes, while I was exactly the same way and I was scared about using Flavora because me, I'm a cheap bastard and like I want to make sure I'm getting the most bang for my buck, and Flavora definitely delivers, and it's not what you expect, I'll tell you that much. Let's see. Ashley says, thanks, JFM. That is a good point. Yeah, I mean, believe me, if I can't rational something in my head and if I don't find it to be a good deal and I notice it, I'll tell you. Like, if I have experienced it, because, like, believe me, I'm not gonna waste my money on something that is not worth it for sure. Let's see. C4 Game says, to me, it's like the batter they use for funnel cakes or maybe fried ice cream. Okay, I'm confused what that's coming from. You gotta go, vape family. Alright, later, Patricia. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, another one I just got from them. They ended up sending it special because when they sent me the flavor line Flavora, since we're on the topic of Flavora real quick, Flavora sent me the flavor line, and one of the flavors they were actually compounding at the time. Compounding is how they make the flavors or whatever, and they were like formulating it, and at the time they ran out, so they had to make more, and they ran out of the Flavor pound cake. Now, Flavor pound cake, I love bakeries, and that's one profile that I seriously go after a lot, and it was one that they happened to like not be able to give me at the time. So now I finally got it, and I've been trying and messing around with it, and it's awesome. But it just came in the mail singly. I'm so happy Flavor sent that to me. Can't wait till they steep out and I get some results from it. It smells so good though. It really does. It really does. C4 in game. I used Jelly to enhance something like cheesecakes and churros. Yeah, any kind of like pastry, like fried pastry or something, Joy works pretty good. Alrighty. Um, yeah. Let's see. Alright, guys, I'm gonna have to end the live stream. I'm sorry, I just got a message from the wife. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Make sure you guys try this recipe out. It's wonderful. I'm gonna release this on ELR as soon as possible. If you guys by any chance are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, if you have any questions, you know where to reach me on social media or something like that. You guys can pretty much get to reach me anytime you need to. If you guys need anything like bottles, flavors, anything, I have links in the description of my video. And if there's anything else you want to tell me before I go, anything interesting, any kind of request before I end stream, I will be having a blueberry recipe coming out tomorrow for sure. I wanted to release it today, but I didn't want to like release all great stuff in one day. I figured I wanted to space it out a little bit, but it's gonna be worth the wait. I'm telling you, it's so good. So yeah, I'll have that come out tomorrow. I'm releasing a video today though. This is on a flavor, so I have like a flavor note thing. James Rivera says, give C4 a wrench, please. Okay, well, if James Rivera says so, you get a wrench, sir. You, sir, get a wrench. Where is it? Add moderator. There you go, bro. You now got a wrench. Boom. One shots. Yes, I want to do a video on one shots, but I'm also seriously looking into doing one shots and coils. I want to start selling one shots, and I want to start selling coils because I need to generate revenue to grow the channel. I really do. I want to generate revenue so I can get better cameras. I can get better things in order to make videos about. So I have plenty of stuff going. So if you guys are interested in that, that'd be awesome. Alrighty, well, that seems about it. Thank you guys so very much for watching. You guys have yourselves a great day. Peace.